Okay, hi, this video is to show our friends who will be staying at the house, different parts of the house that might be a bit confusing. This is our cooktop, which is an induction cooktop. In order to start it, you need to press your finger on the lock button, and you don't have to really go until it does this, until it makes that sound, and then you can turn on the particular burner. In this case, this would be this burner, and pick your temperature. Now, the burner won't actually heat unless there's something that's on top of it. For example, the kettle would make the burner work, and then it would actually start to work, and you'll hear a sound. It works by magnets. In order to turn it off, just press down to off, and it turns off the whole unit. You'll see that there's a number of different burners, and there's a slight marking around the different burners. This is the big one, and then there's 4 smaller ones. So it's relatively intuitive. It's called an induction cooktop. If anything spills on this from your pot, please don't try and scrape it off or anything, because it's a particular kind of stovetop. Just wait till it cools, take everything off, and at that point in time, just wipe it with a wet cloth, and then use some Windex and some paper towel just to finish cleaning it off, and then we won't have any scratches on it. Okay, that's that piece. Now over here on this side, which is the island, there's 2 things I just wanted to point out here. First of all, this is where the microwave is, and it's a drawer microwave which opens when you press open, drawer opens, drawer closes, and the rest is relatively intuitive for any user of any kind of electronics. There's a plug there if you want to have some kind of appliance on top. And here's where all of the pots and the pans are in this drawer, and this drawer. With the exception of my ironware, which I'll show you where that is later. The other thing to note in the island is if you're looking for any kind of oils or vinegars, they are all in this sort of kind of slightly hidden drawer, where you'll find that there's a fingertip thing that you can pull out here. So once again, that's where they are, and there's lots of different kinds of oils, so no need to buy any. Over at the kitchen sink, we have a garburator, and the garburator, you should not put anything like too chunky down the garburator, and obviously no seeds or whatever. But when you put it into the garburator, you push it down, and you then turn the garburator on with this particular unit, and make sure that the water's running as you're doing that as well. The garbage is in this drawer. The garbage, this is the recycling part here. They just take paper and bottles and cans. There is no mushables or organic garbage in Florida.
No styrofoam. And
no styrofoam goes in here. So the rest of the garbage goes in the front one. There's loads of new kitchen bags here. And the garbage goes out by the street. We have some garbage cans, and we're going to leave a note about what the garbage days are. There's additional supplies up here. I have an area where there are all kinds of bags, all kinds of Ziplocs and so on, which I'll show you the drawer, but this is extras in case you run out. So that's up above there. And just check out through all the different drawers in the kitchen for the things that you need. But for example, there's Ziplocs and aluminum foil and so on in these 2 drawers.
We use spices. Spices.
And there's spices in this particular drawer. There's lots of spices for cooking. And over here you're going to wonder where the fridge is. The fridge is this particular drawer is the fridge, and the 2 doors below it are the freezer drawers. Make sure they're fully closed because they're tight, but make sure they're fully closed. This is a pantry with food in it, and the 2 drawers underneath it have baking supplies, sugar, flour, and tea, and some coffee, things like that. and then some Tupperware and so on. And the rest of it, you know, you can just explore it. Now there's also a pantry over here, and this pantry has sort of other bakeware if you were making a cake and so on, and it also has extra toilet paper and paper towels, and my iron frying pans, which I would use, if you're going to use an iron frying pan, please use it down by the barbecue, which is downstairs, which has actually a particular separate burner, and that's where I would use this. It's sometimes nice if you're blackening fish or whatever. I think that is the entire video that we want to really show you right now. Thank you.